Hi everyone, today's video is about control and about how I actually took back control of my life. So if you didn't know, recently I've achieved a first in my first, third and fourth month in the business. So previously I was a corporate tax consultant in a big four accounting firm. So having worked there for 4 years, there's also stipulated work hours between 9 to 6, but employees are known to be working overtime almost every day, needing to complete all these never-ending chores. So often with like no clear goal in mind. So what do I mean by no clear goal in mind? Let me elaborate. So everyone is assigned with a portfolio of clients. So I was above average for my work performance, and hence like a client portfolio assigned to me, right, will be more difficult than my peers to handle and also higher in fees. So essentially, the better you perform, the more work you'll get, but yet the salary increment is only like few $100s more than your peers. So if you actually finish your job earlier and like more efficiently, right, you have to show teamwork and then help others with their unfinished work as well. So with all this in mind, I was at a loss whether to like work harder, work more efficiently. Additionally, also like in the portfolio, you also have many overseas clients that can require one to work like in the middle of the night because of the time zone differences lah. Yeah. So over the years, I had many thoughts about leaving the company, but I knew it was like a stable job, plus I was going to get married in the near future. So like starting out afresh and like finding a new job would probably mean that I would not be able to start a family so soon lah. So this would mean delaying plans to have kids, and then this would lead to like higher danger to both like the mother and baby lah, if like having kids in future lah. Yep. So taking into account all these like considerations and thinking that if I manage to like struggle on and make it to the manager level, right, it will be easier to do easier to change company and then do in-house corporate tax lah in another company, then will lead to better work-life balance. So that was my initial thought lah, like I can eventually do that, but it's actually a very big maybe lah. So after toiling aimlessly for many years, I slowly entertained the thought of leaving my job more and more seriously, because it has been like really stressful on my health. I've been suffering from constipation, I was balding here, worsening eczema, and then like there was also the 10 kg weight gain. So I used to be 50 plus and I was 60 plus. Yeah. Okay, so because of how unhappy I was and like the limited time that I had on for other things, like I was slowly becoming a social recluse that was like hot-tempered and fed up with people easily. Yeah, so slowly becoming a different person that was cold and unfeeling and didn't really care about people. But I only cared about like efficiency and nothing else lah. So my turning point came when the company gave us a workshop about discovering our purpose. So it was through the course that I actually realized how unhappy I was with life as a whole, and because of this job, and also it wasn't the type of life that I wanted to lead for my entire life. So instead of actually discovering my purpose for that job, I actually felt the deep disconnect between the job and my life purpose, because I wasn't really able to see any like direct impact of my work on actual people, because I was working with like corporates. Yeah, so then I went to discuss my unhappiness with my then fiance, and also about like our plans to delay to start a family. So after some like heated discussion, yeah, so he knew that I was unhappy in my job, and after that he was like very supportive of my decision to leave my job lah. So on the other hand, my parents were very disapproving of my decision to leave my job, because they know like, because if I'm getting married in the near future, then my marital status would change to be like married, and then because we will register our marriage yeah, so like new employers might be worried about me going on like maternity leave quickly into the new job and might be reluctant to hire me lah. Yep. So moreover, this is like during the COVID period, and then jobs are hard to find. I ever heard of like graduates from the 2020 year not being able to find jobs until now. So if I left my job without a job offer, there is a high chance that I'll be jobless for quite a few months before I can actually get a new job. so I will need to rely on people's support financially, okay, and also maybe emotionally. Yeah, so despite all this, I still tendered my resignation without getting a job offer, so I eventually left my old job in like March 2021. From then on, I wanted to find a job that can actually impact people directly and I can still make use of my existing skill set. So it was then that I met my then mentor, which made me see the purposefulness of a job as a financial services consultant. Okay, it was also through his teachings that I managed to convince my then fiance on how purposeful my new job could be. So he was initially against my decision to join the insurance industry because he heard about many negative things about most financial consultants, and there was definitely stigma and a bad name about the industry in general. Yeah, so overall he was still very supportive of me wanting to live life on my own terms and be financially free. So as a background, I never had any experience in a sales job. The corporate tax job was my first and only job since graduation. So many people said that I wouldn't make it in a sales job because I didn't have a necessary experience, market is very saturated, many people already started out earlier and built up their pipeline of clients. So even filled with all this negativity, I was more determined to prove all these people wrong. So I worked really hard in my first month, make sure that I reach out to at least 10 people a day to connect with them and build relationships. So eventually my hard work paid off and you can see the results. Yeah, so what I would like to say is when you are at your lowest, you can only go up and not down. So running a business by yourself is definitely not easy because you have to manage your own time, finances and relationships well, and also develop one in a very wholesome way. I'm very honored to say that most people also feel comfortable with telling me things because I'm not a judgy person, so I can often help to add value to their life by giving valuable life advice. Yeah, so through these measures that I adopted, I managed to surpass many others in a few months. So all along life, I've always been one of the top performers. PSLE was at 261, A-levels, all A and Bs. Yeah, university, I also got magna cum laude. Yeah, I was also performing well in my corporate tax consultant job in the Big 4 accounting firm. So to get in a Big 4 accounting firm, you definitely need to be the top 10% of the cohort. So what I was thinking was, why should this job be any different? When I was in my previous job, I also rotated to the personal tax department where most supervisors were very satisfied with my performance. So if any help is needed on tax, I can definitely be able to, whether be it corporate or personal. So back in my old company, I also help advise on companies on how to structure their corporate benefits, on how to reduce tax expense, and now I can help individuals reduce your tax liability through legal methods. So I've previously done it for big companies, and now similarly I'm able to see gaps in individuals' portfolios and help them gain knowledge on things that they have never considered before. So previously, if a company's tax return is not filed accurately and timely, at most the company will receive a fine, or in severe cases, a jail term for the director. Yeah, however, if financial planning is not done properly, this effect will be more disastrous and obvious. This will definitely be worse than just getting a jail term. Yeah, so from young, I've always been mathematically gifted, mostly getting at least a 90 for any kind of math exam in primary school. Yeah, so getting anything below than a 90 will make me so embarrassed. Yeah, I have the ability to see things from an eagle-eyed perspective, so it's I'm able to spot something wrong in a sea of numbers. If you want someone that's willing to serve, I am all that, and also professional in terms of knowledge. So people who have worked with me will know the quality of work that I produce, and if you want to work with me, rest assured that you are in good hands. So through this job, I've managed to rediscover the positivity in my life, double my income in this short time. I feel that my time at this old company was not a complete waste, as I've developed skills that are portable, like being able to make decisions on behalf of MNCs, to making the best decisions and recommendations to my clients today. Also, with the finance concepts and the accounting background, passing all the insurance papers was actually quite a walk in the park. Yeah. It's also sad to say with this job and within the short span of time I've been in this industry, I've really gotten to know many people who suffer from various illnesses. So the thing about suffering from various illnesses is Most insurers will not be willing to offer coverage, and these people are left like unprotected in the event of their own catastrophic events. So if only I had been in this job since the beginning and reached out to them earlier, they would have been in better hands. So since then, I've made it my life mission to educate people about the importance of insurance, and will always try my best to persuade people to get some form of adequate coverage based on their respective budgets. There are many people who delay the process and actually end up regretting it when something unfortunate happens. Don't be that person. Even a day of delay can possibly make a world of difference. Better 3 years early than 1 day late. So with this in mind, I'm constantly brushing up on my skills on how best I can help people understand the importance of insurance, so that they can be willing buyers that understand this intangible thing that they are buying and who exactly this policy is for. So every time I do a planning for someone, whether they decide to purchase a policy or not, all I can say is I really did my very best for them, and the onus is on them for taking the action. So I feel this huge sense of satisfaction when people truly understand the concept on the importance of financial planning. So this is the impact that I want to have on other people's lives. So besides serving my clients, I also want to reach out to more people, so I also created like educational videos on financial planning. I'm so glad to hear that there are strangers who actually resonate with my videos greatly and told me that my video helped them gain new perspectives of life. It's these words that mean the world to me and make me feel like my job is really meaningful. So another aspect that is like very meaningful to me is my own personal growth. I believe I've become someone who has like more time for my family and friends, and I'm also stronger financially, physically in the sense that I lost like all my 10 kg weight gain, and I'm now more muscular, and also stronger mentally as well. It's also because of all this personal growth that made me appeal more to people around me and look up to me as someone they want to emulate. If we work together, I will teach you on how to take charge of your own finances and not be beholden to your paymaster by growing what you already have. As mentioned many times, no one should be relying solely on one source of income if you want to be in control of your life. So if you are unable to leave and break free of your current job, let me help you break free with your sufficient savings to be in charge. With your current job, the pay will increase exponentially. But at what cost? If it's at the cost of your own health, it may not be worth it, because after all, what is wealth without health? So previously, I was at a total lack of control, be it mental health, relationships, or physical health. But now, I'm back in control because I've invested in myself. So today, I'm here to invest in other people just like I've invested in myself. And if you want to be one of my investments, be it financially or friendship-wise, I'm here for you. Okay, that's the end of my video sharing on my whys and hows. Yeah, so if I resonate with you, please reach out to me. That's all for today. Bye bye.